What's going on, guys? It's Cimo, and we're at Pro Play Tour Orlando Top 4 deck list. Who are we with today?
Hey, my name is Jameel Noormohamed.
And what'd you play?
Play Salads.
So why did you decide to play Salamangreat in this crazy meta that we're in right now?
Alright, so before I switched back to Salads, I was playing Pendulums. And I put Pendulums to the side because I was just tired of getting hand trapped to death. I was playing Salads when the structure deck first came out. The deck was amazing. Unfortunately, I put it to the side because they hit the Gazelle to 1 and the Circle to 1. So I was like, man, consistency is gone, and it's probably not that good. So I switched back to Pendulums, and I started seeing a lot of people playing Salads. I'm like, what? The deck seems like way more consistent than before. So I play Salads because of consistency. It has a really good matchup against a lot of decks, and it was more promising. So I'll get into the deck profile.
Sure. Let's go and look at this beautiful field center first.
Yeah.
You guys gotta see that. You saw that on stream if you're watching. Okay. Anyway.
Thank you. All right, guys. So I played the 1 Lady Debug. Everybody know what that does. The 1 Gazelle, 1 Fowl, 1 Falco, and 1 Jaguar. Those are the one-ofs. I love this card, the Flame Buffalero. It's really good going first or second if you have a Cyberus in your hand, so you could draw that too.
Just the 1?
No, 3. Sorry,
oh, 3.
3.
I was about to say, like, he's just playing 1. Wow.
Oh no, I'm playing 3. And playing the 3 Foxy. I love the Prismatic. This one
so beautiful.
Yes, this one deserved the Prismatic.
It is so good.
Yes. 3 Spinny because the Gazelle 1 to 1. You needed to just see more level 3s. So the Spinny had to go back to 3. And then the 3 Phantasme. This one, it's perfect for the deck. A lot of people have their mixed feelings about it, but it fixes your hand and it gives you more hand traps. My common effect Veilers, common Ashes, but it's okay. This is its job. 2 Ogres.
How'd you like Ogre?
I liked Ogre when I saw it. So whenever I saw the Ogre, it did what it's supposed to do. I wanted a hand trap that can basically disrupt and also get rid of the card from the field. Especially against strikers, you hit the multi-roll with the Ogre, they can't keep up resources with you unless they recycle it. But Ogre did his job. It was really good. Also, it's, it's a level 3, so if you don't need it, there's normal summon if you need to do it and go into your Stallia with another level 3. So yeah, it was really good. Alright. On to the traps. I am just playing 1 Roar, 1 Rage, and then of course a 3 Impermanence. With the Roar and Rage, I see people playing either 2, 1, whatever the ratios are, more than what I'm playing. I might bump the Roar up to 2 or the Rage, so I'm still debating depending how the format goes. If it's more combo, so it's hard to say. Still debating on that. 3 Minans. I am doing the 2 Call Buys, 2 Cosmic Cyclones.
How'd you like the Cyclone?
Oh, because the format is starting to switch to more control, you need something to interrupt back row. So especially with Strikers, it's still a prevalent deck. They're still really strong. The person that came in first place today played Strikers. He was a really good player. He did what he was supposed to do. But Cosmic Cyclone, it did its job. It doesn't destroy, it banish. Against the Crescendo, against the Salad spells and traps, against the Salad traps, it banishes because you don't want the recursion at all. But I loved it. It did its job. The 1 Sanctuary, 1 Circle, and 1 Will. Some people may not play it. Some people may play that too. I think 1 is actually perfect. The Will came through for me today. Whenever they got my monster out of the field, however, I have the Will. I can go off again with the Will.
It's 40 cards?
It's 40 card main deck, yes. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the side deck. So I'm playing 1 Anti-Spell, 1 Imperial, and 1 Unending.
So what's the thought process behind the... Obviously, order's at 1.
Order, yeah.
But what about the 1 Unending and 1 Anti-Spell, which you happen to draw in your feature match, by the way?
Yes. Oh my god. With Anti-Spell, I may bump it up to 2 because it shuts off Pendulums. If you draw it just scoop and go into the next game, if that's the case. The Anti-Spell, I was like, let me just try it. It did its job. I really loved it when I drew it. It won me the game. So there was really no thought process. Like, let me just try, see what happens, and it went unending. I was gonna put in another Cosmic or Twin Twister and stuff. I didn't want to take more extra deck spots to put in like 2 Twin Twisters. So unending, it's really good going first or second, depending on the deck, and also it's continuous. So technically, this is like 6, or you could have potentially 8 MSCs in one card. And then of course, you know, this against spell decks.
Of course.
Evenly's against back row. Hopefully, you don't have the judgment. Prankatops, I really never used it, but Prankatops, it's a really good card. Most side decks need to have it. I'm only playing 2 Dark Ruler No More.
How did this go?
Used correctly, it's a really good card. My top 4 feature match, I did use it correctly, but my line of play wasn't correct. I was trying to, so it was against Pendulum's Jeremy Mitchell. He did full combo, and did Guard Dragon, Big Chicken, yeah,
Apex Avian.
Apex Avian.
Yeah. It was like that Vortex Dragon and Jackal King.
Yes.
And like a set, like a purple poison in defense, I think. Yeah.
So I was basically flooding the board, trying to bait the Heretic Sphere, Heavenly Sphere. But unfortunately, that line of play didn't work. And what I should have done after I activated this, summon, went to battle phase, attack his Heavenly Spheres, and if he bounced it back, whatever, because I had so much recursion in hand to where I could just, because I had the counter trap, so where I could just go ahead and send the other trap card off of Gazelle, recur, go Stalio, bounce back, negate to his hand, to wherever it go, and then just set the 2 traps, and I would have had the game. But I didn't see that lineup play because, man, that was a crazy board presence.
Yeah.
But Dark Ruler No More, I would definitely consider bumping it up to 3, because not just against build a board decks, that's what I call them, but against just pure Thunder Dragons. Pure Thunder Dragons is also really good because they end nowadays with Titan and Colossus, so it shuts them down, and then you can just go off with your combo and just end the game. Missed Mind Control. This card here, I love it. I wanted to main deck it, however, I didn't want to draw it going first and it not do anything for me. With the Cosmic Cyclone and the Call by the Grape, I can set it if I need to. But this card, I set it in games 2 and 3 every time, going first or second. And one time, I hand trapped him to death against Orcus. I had only but a Spinny and this in my hand. And he had a Skeleton. The Skeleton's a level 3 Orcus Skeleton. I mind controlled the Skeleton, normal summon Spinny, and I went off. That was the highlight of one of the highlights of my event.
I don't know why Mirage Stallion is generic.
Yes. And okay, so here's the card everybody have mixed feelings about. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
How do you feel about it?
Mixed feelings.
Okay.
50-50. When I dropped it, it did what it was supposed to do, but you have to know when to drop the card. You can't drop it mid combo. You can't drop it unless you have other stuff to follow up with after dropping the Rock, especially against Orcus. You mid combo Orcus, they can still go off with your token, so you have to wait until they finish combo and when they're about to end the main phase. One thing that a lot of people don't, all people know is that, oh, if they do 5 or more monster summons, I'll just drop the Rock anytime because of quick effect, but the Rock says during your main phase. So don't say end phase Rock, because you said end phase, so no Rock for you, buddy. But the Rock that was supposed to do, I'll still keep it in. But my theory against side decks is that your 6th card, you want your 6th card to do something. So the Rock is equivalent to no material. So it's 50-50. Right now I'm keeping it in. I'm probably gonna put in another anti-spell and maybe a 3rd disc. I may, you know, side deck, you gotta tutor it to whatever. For the event. And then on to the extra deck.
Knock that out real quick.
Yeah, super standard. 3 Sunlight Wolf, 3 Bayo Lynx, 2 Helia. Love the prismatics.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yes. The 1 Hida. Funny story. Actually, I'll tell you guys in a second. 1 Phoenix, a Borload, 2 Stalio, 1 Dweller, and Sleepy Boy, Bagushka. Bagushka theory was basically for Thunder, you drop because Duelist don't really do a lot against pure Thunder nowadays. So Bagushka, everything goes to defense, and then they pass turn, you go off again. A Dweller's Dweller. With the extra deck, this is a flex spot, so you can basically put whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable playing. So everything worked out great. I learned one major thing. Don't leave a Sunlight Wolf in the grave when you're playing against strikers. Because they're gonna abuse the crap out of this. I shout out to Gio doing that to me round 1 yesterday. He literally used my Sunlight Wolf 2 or 3 times. Kept recycling the, what's the red one called?
Kagari.
Kagari, kept recycling Kagari. Otherwise everything was perfect. Shout out to Cimoooooooo for being so great. For my first time meeting him, he signed my mat. Cimoooooooo.
I didn't tell him to say that, by the way.
Oh no, he didn't tell me to say that. No. Shout out to the PPG group. Everybody was great. I would say first PPG event I've been to, and I'm just wowed about how the staff is so friendly. Everybody makes you feel like a family. If something happens, they take care of it right away. They try their best to be as fair as possible. Shout out to Team Relinquished. Cool stuff. All this cool stuff group. Shout out to my fiance for supporting me, Christina Cruz, and just pushing me and making me feel confident, because if your significant other, if there is one or someone makes you feel good about doing something like this, it's gonna make your aura and everything better. And I believe, like, with all the support I was getting, that's why I did so good. But that's it. Thank you so much for taking my deck profile. Any other questions, concerns for me?
No, that's it. Thank you so much. That was perfect.
All right.
Hope to see you again.
Yeah, thank you.